Have you ever wondered why some seniors seem to glow with energy deep into their golden years, while others struggle with fading health? Is it really luck, or something more? I once believed it was all about genetics, until a heartfelt conversation with Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience, completely changed my perspective. She revealed a simple yet powerful truth. Small, intentional habits can unlock a longer, healthier life. The best part? These habits take only minutes a day, yet they can transform your well-being and add precious years to your journey. Today, I'll share 5 daily practices that doctors say could make all the difference, starting with one surprisingly simple step: cleaning your tongue, a tiny habit with enormous rewards. Let's dive in. Most people never think about it, but your tongue, the muscle that helps you taste your morning coffee, express your thoughts, or hum your favorite tune, holds an unexpected secret to longevity. It's not just for taste or speech. It's a direct gateway to your overall health. Dr. Stephen Harris, a seasoned dentist with decades of experience, explains that this small area in your mouth can influence far more than your breath. It can affect your entire body's wellness. Dr. Harris once pointed out something surprisingly simple. While most people brush their teeth twice a day, floss occasionally, and rinse with mouthwash, very few pay attention to their tongues. And that oversight is far more significant than you might think. Your tongue isn't a flat surface. It's a textured landscape filled with tiny bumps, home to an entire community of life. Scientists estimate it hosts more than 700 different types of bacteria, both good and bad. Some of these microbes help with digestion and maintain a healthy balance, but others are far less friendly. When we ignore tongue care, these unwanted bacteria multiply, forming a thin, sometimes yellowish coating. It might seem harmless, but this buildup quietly affects more than you realize. For one, it dulls your taste buds. Imagine biting into a crisp apple or a piece of dark chocolate, only to find the flavor muted and lifeless. That's your tongue signaling it's overloaded. Even more troubling, this bacterial film is one of the main causes of bad breath. But beyond being a social inconvenience, it's actually a warning sign of imbalance in your body. And here's where things become serious. Those bacteria don't just stay on your tongue. They can travel through your saliva, slip into your bloodstream, and slowly trigger inflammation throughout your body. Research now links poor tongue hygiene to increased risks of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. That thin, sticky layer isn't just an oral issue. It's a hidden factor quietly influencing your overall health. You might not realize it, but when you ignore your tongue, it doesn't just sit idle. It quietly works against you. The good news? The fix is so simple, it costs almost nothing and takes less time than brewing a cup of tea. Meet your new ally, the humble tongue scraper. And if you don't have one, even the back of your toothbrush can do the trick. Here's how to use it. Every morning after brushing your teeth, take a few seconds to focus on your tongue. Start from the back, where bacteria love to hide, and gently scrape forward toward the tip. Do this 3 or 4 times, applying just enough pressure to clean without irritation. Rinse the scraper or brush after each pass, and trust me, you'll see the results. Finish with a quick rinse of plain water, or add a splash of mouthwash if you prefer an extra boost. Repeat this simple ritual before bed, and you've created a full-circle habit that keeps your tongue fresh and your body healthier. Let me share a quick story. Linda, a 67-year-old friend of mine, had never paid much attention to her tongue. She brushed, flossed occasionally, and assumed that was enough. But after watching a program about longevity habits, she decided to give tongue scraping a try. She picked up a simple stainless steel scraper at the drugstore and made it part of her nightly routine. Within a week, she noticed her breath felt fresher, not just to her, but to her outspoken grandkids, who never missed a chance to tell the truth. By the second week, she said her food tasted better. "I'd forgotten how good a strawberry could be," she laughed one afternoon over tea. By week 3, something even more remarkable happened. She started feeling a new sense of lightness and energy that she hadn't experienced in years. By the third week, Linda noticed a quiet surge of energy. Not the jittery rush from caffeine, but a calm, steady sense of vitality she hadn't felt in years. "It's like my whole body woke up," she told me, her eyes glowing with genuine delight. That's the hidden power of this small habit. It's not just about your tongue. It creates a ripple effect throughout your body. Fresher breath restores confidence. Sharper taste buds make eating a joy again, encouraging you to choose healthier foods simply because they taste better. And that subtle drop in inflammation? It's like giving your heart, brain, and immune system a little extra breathing room. All of this from just 3 minutes a day, split between morning and night, using a tool that costs less than a fancy cup of coffee. So why not start tomorrow? A simple tongue scraper is affordable, sleek, and can last for years. Or, if you're just trying it out, use the back of your toothbrush. Keep it by your sink as a reminder. Swipe, rinse, repeat. It's not glamorous, and it won't turn you into a wellness influencer overnight, but it's real, it's doable, and it might be the smallest step that brings the biggest reward this year. Your tongue and your entire body deserve that care. Now, let's move on to something equally vital. Your feet, the often overlooked foundation that carries you through every step of life. Dr. Emily Harris, a seasoned podiatrist with over 20 years of experience, calls them the unsung heroes of longevity. Your feet are like the foundation of a house. If you neglect them, everything built above begins to weaken. Mobility, posture, and overall well-being all depend on their strength. This truth becomes even clearer as we age, when circulation slows and the smallest oversights can lead to serious problems. Damp toes left unattended, rough calluses ignored, or nails trimmed carelessly might seem minor, but these small mistakes can open the door to infections, sores, or even mobility challenges. For those living with diabetes, the stakes are much higher. Poor foot care can lead to ulcers, and in severe cases, even amputations. Yet, how often do we give our feet only a quick rinse in the shower and call it done? The truth is, they deserve far more care and attention. What your feet need is a gentle daily ritual, simple, intentional, and nurturing. Here's how to do it right. Set aside a quiet moment each day, perhaps in the evening when you're winding down. Fill a small basin with warm, not hot, water, just enough to cover your ankles. Have a soft washcloth, mild fragrance-free soap, and a clean towel ready. If you'd like, add a few drops of lavender or eucalyptus oil for a soothing touch. Sit comfortably, maybe with soft music or a cup of tea nearby, and let your feet soak for a minute or two to soften the skin. Then, gently wash every part of your feet, the tops, soles, heels, and especially between the toes, where moisture tends to hide and cause trouble. Rinse well, then dry thoroughly, paying extra attention to those little spaces that often stay damp. Finish with a light layer of moisturizer to keep the skin soft and protected. Use something simple, like shea butter or a diabetic-safe cream, to keep your skin soft and supple, but avoid applying it between your toes, where excess moisture can invite fungal growth. This daily ritual isn't just about hygiene, it's an investment in your independence. Take Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree from down the street. For years, he paid little attention to his feet, brushing off the occasional itch or dry patch as nothing serious. Then came a stubborn fungal infection, painful, persistent, and spreading between his toes, all because of dampness he never took the time to address. Soon, walking became a struggle. His doctor prescribed a medicated cream, but Thomas decided to go further. He committed to a simple 5-minute daily routine, washing, drying, and gently massaging his feet. Within weeks, the infection cleared. But what surprised him most was how much steadier he felt. His balance improved, and with each step, his confidence returned. "I didn't realize how much my feet were holding me back," he said one afternoon, smiling as he tossed a ball for his golden retriever, Max. That small act of care gave him back more than healthy feet. It restored his freedom. Your feet aren't just tools for walking. They're the unsung heroes of your stability and strength. Healthy feet mean fewer stumbles, better balance, and the ability to move through life with grace. They carry you to the mailbox, the grocery store, and the park bench where you pause to enjoy the day. So ask yourself, don't they deserve a little love in return? 5 minutes a day, that's all it takes. And it's worth every second. Just like brewing your morning coffee, a few minutes of attention can turn your feet from an afterthought into the solid foundation of an active, vibrant life. So tonight, take a moment to soak your feet and give them the care they deserve. You may be surprised how much they give back in return. Now, let's move on to another overlooked area that plays a bigger role in your health than most people realize: your armpits. Yes, those small hollows under your arms are far more than just a place to swipe on deodorant. They're actually a vital hub in your body's detox system. Nestled beneath the surface are clusters of lymph nodes, tiny but powerful filters that work tirelessly to clear out toxins, waste, and unwanted invaders. They're part of your body's own cleanup crew, supporting your immune system and keeping you strong day after day. But here's the problem. This system isn't invincible. Sweat, dead skin cells, deodorant residue, and even small nicks from shaving can build up over time, clogging these delicate areas. That buildup can cause irritation, stubborn rashes, or subtle swelling, warning signs that your body's detox squad is working overtime. As we age, these issues tend to appear more often, quietly draining our energy without us noticing. Dr. Helen Carter, a leading expert in lymphatic health with over 20 years of research experience, explains it clearly. Your armpits are a gateway to your lymphatic system, and neglecting them can weaken your body's natural defenses. It's not just about staying odor-free, it's about resilience. Poor armpit care doesn't just cause discomfort. It can burden your lymph nodes and leave you feeling more fatigued than you realize. Feeling sluggish or slightly off without knowing why? You might be surprised how something as simple as neglecting your underarms can play a role. When was the last time you actually cared for them, beyond a quick wash or a swipe of deodorant? The good news is you don't need fancy products or complicated routines to fix it. Just a bit of mindfulness and a few extra minutes each day can make all the difference. Here's how to do it right. Step into the shower and take a clean, soft washcloth. Nothing rough, just gentle cotton. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap since harsh chemicals can irritate this delicate area. Imagine you're polishing something valuable. With light, circular motions, gently cleanse away sweat, buildup, and dead skin cells. Avoid scrubbing too hard. The goal is to care for your skin, not punish it. Let the warm water flow over your underarms, rinsing away any remaining soap. Once you step out, pat them dry with a towel, gently, as if you're handling something fragile. Here's a little insider's tip. Before applying deodorant, give your underarms a minute or two to breathe. Letting them air out helps keep the skin balanced and reduces irritation. Take Olivia, a 65-year-old retiree from Oregon, for example. She spent years struggling with underarm irritation, itching, redness, and soreness that no lotion or prescription seemed to fix. "I tried everything," she told me, frustration in her voice. Then, a friend suggested this simple cleansing ritual. Skeptical but hopeful, she decided to try it. Within a week, the irritation faded. After a month, her skin was smoother and healthier than it had been in years. After a few weeks, Olivia noticed something remarkable. It wasn't just that the irritation had disappeared. She felt lighter, cleaner, as if her entire body was saying thank you. What started as a small change had become part of her daily ritual, as natural as her morning cup of coffee. And the benefits go far beyond smoother skin. By keeping your underarms clean and free of buildup, you're giving your lymph nodes the chance to do their job properly, filtering out toxins and strengthening your immune system. Think of it like decluttering a crowded workspace. When things are clear, everything flows better. You might even notice subtle changes, less puffiness under your arms, more energy in your step, or a quiet lift in your mood. Science supports this too. Studies show that when lymphatic flow is supported, the body's workload lightens, leaving you feeling refreshed and renewed. So why not make it part of your routine? It only takes a few mindful minutes each day, less time than it takes to check your phone or brew a pot of tea. Picture it. Warm water, a soft cloth, and that calm satisfaction of knowing you're doing something good for your body. Your armpits might not say it out loud, but trust me, your body will feel the difference. Now, let's turn to another essential part of your health, your breathing. Breathing is the quiet rhythm of life, constant, automatic, and vital. Yet, how often do we stop to think about how well we're actually doing it? Your nose, that humble gatekeeper, does far more than you realize. It filters the air you breathe, protecting your body from countless unseen threats and helping you take in the energy that fuels your every moment. Your nose filters nearly 10,000 quarts of air every day, dust, pollen, and pollutants, working tirelessly to protect your lungs. It's one of your body's most reliable defenders, but without proper care, even this small system can struggle. When mucus builds up and passages narrow, you may find yourself battling congestion, restless nights, or those stubborn sinus headaches that just won't quit. As we age, dryness caused by time or climate only makes things worse, turning an effortless breath into a labored one. Take James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker from Ohio. After decades of inhaling sawdust and drywall dust, he assumed his congestion was permanent. "I'd wake up every morning feeling like my head was stuffed with cotton," he said. Over-the-counter sprays barely helped, and he accepted shallow breathing as part of aging, until a friend suggested something surprisingly simple, a daily saline rinse. It wasn't fancy, but it worked. "For the first time in years I could take a full breath without wheezing," James said with a grin. "I sleep like a baby now, and my wife says I finally stopped snoring like a freight train." The truth is, a clear nose isn't just about comfort, it's about vitality. Blocked airways reduce oxygen flow, leaving you sluggish, foggy, and easily fatigued. Allergies, colds, or even the passing years can turn your nasal passages into a battlefield. But the good news is, you don't have to live that way. With just a few mindful steps, you can restore easy breathing. Each morning, start by splashing warm water around your nostrils. Not hot, just enough to loosen the airways. Think of it as a gentle wake-up call for your sinuses, reminding your body to breathe freely again. If you're ready to take it a step further, pick up a simple saline mist from the drugstore, non-medicated, just salt and water, and give each nostril a quick spritz. The saline moisturizes dry passages and washes away irritants, like a gentle rain clearing dust from a window pane. James swears by it, keeping a small bottle next to his sink as part of his morning routine. For a deeper cleanse, consider using a neti pot, a small teapot-like device that's been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. Bella, a 76-year-old grandmother from Vermont, discovered it years ago after struggling with relentless seasonal allergies. "I thought I'd be stuck taking pills forever," she said, her voice filled with relief. "But the neti pot changed everything. I pour warm salt water into one nostril, it flows out the other, and suddenly my head feels clear, no more pollen fog." Her mix is simple: distilled water, a pinch of non-iodized salt, and a touch of baking soda. She uses it twice a week and calls it her allergy cure. Just remember to follow directions carefully. Never use tap water. Always use distilled or previously boiled water, and tilt your head gently to allow the flow to move smoothly. A few more helpful tricks. When blowing your nose, go easy. Plug one nostril and exhale softly through the other, like coaxing out a whisper, not blasting a trumpet. Too much force can push mucus deeper or irritate delicate tissues. And if dryness is your main concern, after a long flight or during a dry winter, Dab a small amount of coconut oil inside each nostril with a clean fingertip. It acts as a natural moisturizer, soothing dryness without clogging pores. Petroleum jelly can also work, but coconut oil tends to feel lighter and more pleasant. The reward for clearer breathing is greater than most people imagine. When oxygen flows freely, it nourishes every cell in your brain and body. Sleep deepens. You stop waking up gasping or tossing through the night. Days feel brighter, thoughts sharper, and your energy steadier, all because you're no longer struggling for each breath. Picture James finally sleeping peacefully after years of congestion, or Bella walking through her garden without a tissue in sight. That kind of calm, effortless breathing. It's worth it, isn't it? Your nose may be small, but caring for it brings enormous benefits, helping you reclaim the ease and comfort your body deserves. So take a deep, clear breath, one full inhale at a time, and feel life flowing back through you. Now, let's shift our focus to another area most people overlook, the belly button. This tiny, unassuming dimple, whether it's an innie or an outie, rarely gets much attention, yet it plays a surprisingly important role in maintaining cleanliness and health. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more delicate, and this little hollow can easily trap bacteria, sweat, dead skin cells, and even bits of lint from clothing. Left unattended, it can quietly turn from a harmless spot into a source of irritation, odor, or even mild infection. Take Helen, a 75-year-old retired nurse with decades of experience. She admitted that for years, she barely thought about her belly button, until one summer afternoon when she noticed something wasn't quite right. After years of caring for others, Helen was caught off guard when her doctor traced her persistent itching and mild infection back to one surprising source, her belly button. I spent my whole career reminding people to wash their hands and check their feet, but my belly button? I never thought it mattered, she said with an embarrassed laugh. Her story is far from unusual. Dermatologists explain that this small, often forgotten area can quietly collect debris over time, especially in deeper or more folded navels where moisture lingers and airflow is limited. The good news is that keeping it clean is simple and takes almost no time at all. During your shower, use a soft, damp washcloth to gently clean inside the belly button, loosening any buildup. There's no need for harsh scrubbing, as the skin here can be delicate. When you're done, pat the area completely dry with a towel to keep moisture from settling. If your navel is deeper or has small folds, a cotton swab dipped in plain water, or a mild soap solution if it's particularly dirty, can help reach the hidden corners. Just be careful not to overuse alcohol or antiseptics, which can dry out the skin and do more harm than good. Jane, a 78-year-old grandmother of 5, decided to give this simple practice a try after noticing a faint, musty smell she couldn't quite identify. "I thought it was my laundry or maybe my sweaters," she joked. After just a week of this 30-second routine, she was amazed by the change. "My skin feels smoother, fresher, and that odd smell is gone. I didn't realize how much it bothered me until it stopped." She even admitted that the quick ritual had become a small but satisfying part of her daily self-care. Jane began joking with her grandkids about her new beauty secret, turning an ordinary routine into a small personal victory. But this tiny habit isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about restoring a quiet sense of comfort and confidence in your own skin. A clean belly button might not win any awards, but it's a small, powerful win for your overall well-being. Experts say the average navel can host dozens of bacterial strains, most harmless, but a quick daily wipe helps keep that delicate balance in check. And as skin naturally changes with age, taking a few seconds to care for it can prevent minor irritations from turning into bigger concerns. So, next time you're in the shower, take a moment for that little dimple at your center. It's a small step that brings a surprisingly big reward. There you have it, 5 simple daily habits that can help you live longer and stay healthier. From cleaning your tongue to pampering your feet, caring for your underarms, clearing your nose, and giving a bit of attention to your belly button, Each small act adds up to something extraordinary. These habits aren't just about hygiene. They're about reclaiming your energy, embracing every moment, and building a foundation for many vibrant years ahead. I've seen it firsthand. Linda's renewed joy in tasting food, Thomas walking with steady confidence, and Jane's quiet glow of self-assurance. Their stories remind us that true health often begins with the smallest acts of self-care. Take these lessons to heart, and may they guide you toward a stronger, happier, and longer life. Wishing you good health, peace, and joy always. And remember to subscribe to Healthy Aging Blueprint for more timeless wisdom on living your best years.